Alright, what is up guys, Loser Manic here. Before this video starts, I do want to say, this is, welcome to Hell's Kitchen Season 2 review. I did say that whenever I was going to make this video that, I will definitely, whenever I made Season 1 review, I was finishing Season 2, and then I finished Season 2 that same day, because I recorded at 10 a.m., so whenever I finished it, I had a lot of, I was running out of time because I didn't want my dad walking around me making YouTube videos, because if he found out, he would probably embarrass me or whatnot and watch that shit in front of me, and I only prefer to watch my own videos whenever I so feel like it. So usually I wouldn't have to make like a video prefacing anything, but I do want to say I did forget customers, so I'll explain it right here. There was a customer on the show. There weren't, if you guys remember from my season 1 video, I talked about how, there was like 3 customers who walked up and had this entitlement issues. To my knowledge, there were only one. From what I remember, there was only one. There was like this big chested girl who had like big boobs, and I'll explain why. I say that, who came up to the front, or to the hot plate, as it's called, and she had this entitlement thing, and Gordon Ramsay said, "Get your boobs off my hot plate." She got furious and flipped over all the plates. There was like that thing that waiters use where they hold all the plates and whatnot. So it was that and the plates that the people made. And again, this is a dumb thing that customers blame Gordon Ramsay for it because he's the chef, but he's not cooking. It's not his fault that food isn't moving. It's the contestants' faults. So that one was pretty funny, but I just cringed at it because it's like, how dumb can you be? So yeah, if there's anything I'm missing, check the comments. I will leave a note on there saying, this is what's up. This is what I forgot. I usually don't watch my videos. I have been recently kind of going over to see if there's anything I missed. I would add notes and be like, this is what's up. This is what I forgot. So if I did somehow forget anything, check that there's, whether you know it or not, there would be something I forgot to note. Kind of like in my season 1, I did mention that it came out in 2005, which means I was 3 at the time, because it was out in May, and my birthday wasn't there yet, so which means my sister was not even a month old when that came out, so yeah, so if there's anything on here I forgot, sorry, but whatever, right? So yeah, let's get on to the video. Alright, what is up guys, Loser Manic here, and welcome to Season 2 of Hell's Kitchen Review. This is, I finished it maybe a minute ago or so, so I died in like Fallout 4, and I wanted to be like the second I'm able to pause, go over and make this video while it's still fresh in my mind. So there are a few different things. One, I wasn't happy with this one in a sense that there were a lot of people I disliked. There were 1 or 2 in the first season, if you guys recall from my last video, I talked about that. But this one was, I don't know, it was weird for this one. Don't mind that, I don't know what's going on over there. Mostly because of the fact that, this was a battle of the sexes, which means a lot of the guys were very like, we're gonna win because women suck or whatever. It was weird. And I think that's a bad idea, and I think that was a bad idea this early on. Because I don't know. I think it would have been funny if like the camera crew somehow caught wind of the fact that, or told Gordon Ramsay of how they think of the whole battle of the sexes thing, and be like, we're switching it up half and half. Well, that is kind of sort of a half and half, but whatever. half women, half men. So I did want to talk about some things. First of all, before I start with this whole thing, two people did die during Hell's Kitchen, or not during Hell's Kitchen, but after Hell's Kitchen. Rachel, so sorry for her. She committed suicide, so that's very sad to think about, considering the fact that she was also a dear friend of Heather's. And the second one is Kevin, or K-Grease, or Keith. That was his name, not Kevin. Keith died of a drowning incident. So very sad for him. Again, another close friend, or close personal friend of Heather's. But I will say this, with her, first of all, the first person to go was Polly, alright? She basically looked like if you gave Steven Tyler Michael Strahan's teeth. That's all she looked like. Just a weird female Steven Tyler. And that's not saying much, because in fact that Steven Tyler back then looked like a female. A female with a male voice, so. And oh my god, who do I shit on first? Let me shit on Heather for a moment, because she did win, but I did have some negative things about her. First of all, during one of the episodes there was a challenge where the females won. Now there was a guy named Garrett who was arrested. In fact, after Hell's Kitchen ended, he was arrested 3 times for driving without a license. So that's kind of bad. But, so the women get back from their celebration or whatever. I forgot what challenge it was. I think it was they had to cut some meats to like 10 meters or whatever. 10 meters is pretty tall. Yikes. And so the girls head back, and Garrett made it was a pretty innocent joke. I think so, but defending Garrett, which isn't much because it's a terrible thing. He was disrespected, and he did feel disrespected. Now, to me, you can say whatever you want. Let me rephrase my emotions. Personally, you can say whatever you want if you feel disrespected, but if someone comes at you with that, then at least apologize for it. Just say, hey, I didn't feel I felt disrespected. That was a cool thing to say. Well, great. But then Heather, it was Heather or someone. I think it was mostly Heather, because I hated her for this. She then goes on to say that the reason he was pissed off was because he lost to a girl, which if you still use that and you are out of elementary school, you can say it in elementary school, but the second you are at like middle school and up, you cannot use that anymore, because that's a childish thing, and that's what kids say. So if you say shit like that, it's whether it's true or not is irrelevant, but there's other ways of going at it, because she basically said, oh, he's jealous because he lost to a girl. There's a difference between saying it and asking it. If you ask it, it's perfectly fine, because to me it shows like you're curious or wondering. But if you just say it, you're basically showing off, like, he's jealous because he lost to a girl. Now, no, that's not it. You disrespected him. So I didn't like that, and that kind of bothered me. And I felt like more and more, I understand this is a passion of hers, of cooking. In fact, I think she still owns the restaurant that she won. I'm not sure, but with that, it's very interesting. Next person I'm gonna shit on real quick is Keith, because actually I'm not shitting on him. Saying that Gordon Ramsay has a hard-on for Virginia was the funniest shit ever. Next person is Virginia, because she did not deserve to be that far in. She fucked up so many things, and yet she was the final 2. What the fuck? Do you not understand? She was put on the block the most of everyone, and even up to this point of Hell's Kitchen history, she's been put up almost like every other week. It was like, what the fuck? First of all, she's a salad chef. Yeah, she couldn't make. Yeah, she burnt the fucking cabbage. What the hell? You should know about salads. It's dumb. It's whatever. Hopefully, I'm not too quiet. And if I am, I'm sorry. But the thing with that is that I don't know. And then Sarah was way too competitive. So a bit of backstory. So Larry lost a competition, or the same competition that caused Garrett to fly off the handle, I think, where he made that sexist joke, which again, I'm fine with because he felt attacked. This has nothing to do with women. I don't know why. But the thing is that the same competition, Larry had like anxiety or stress or whatnot. He felt like he was letting the team down. So with that came a lot of stress, and he had to go to the hospital. Sarah's first thought wasn't, I hope he feels better. It was, see ya, bitch, one less person gets me closer to the win. Nobody liked her. Not a single fucking person liked her. It was Sarah and Virginia. Hardly anyone liked those two. And even then, they didn't like each other. What the hell? And the fact that she had to leave because of the fact that Virginia didn't want to leave, or if anything, if Gordon Ramsay was smart, he could have said, look, if you stay, you stay. That's still, either way, that's not gonna, my vote isn't gonna change, or whatever. But because of the fact that Virginia first claimed in the Final Four, leading on to the Final Three, so Final Four elimination, she said she was ready to go. Like, she doesn't want to do this anymore. And then so Heather won that. Keith got to stay because he was pretty good that round. Heather decided to put up Sarah and Virginia. Sarah because it's Sarah, and Virginia because of the fact that Sarah told Heather verbatim she wants to go. Did I use that word properly? I think so. And so with that came the fact that Virginia told Gordon Ramsay, I want out. I can't do this anymore. I want out. And Gordon Ramsay said, look, if you stay, Sarah goes. And then Virginia had a light bulb go out that was like, yeah, I'll fucking stay. Fuck you, Sarah. But what the hell? She should have left, like, maybe. Rachel should have stayed. Let me just say, Rachel should have stayed, and then Sarah should have left, because Sarah did nothing right. Oh my god, what the fuck? It was so bad. I'm sitting here like, how is she still around? Even the comment, if you watch, there's, like I mentioned last episode, there's like a bunch of like free, like season 1 through 16, I think, or 18, whatever, all on YouTube that you can watch for free, right now if you wanted to. A lot of the comment section did not like Sarah for good fucking reason. She was, every time she won, first of all, the first place she put out on it was either the first day or the first opening or dinner session, she cheered, which is nothing good because I think they were on there for like an hour and a half and they produced nothing. So like an hour and a half in, they finally produced something and she's like, yay, we got something out. Which was dumb. There were there were a few people I'm surprised lasted longer, like Maribel, maybe, whatever. I forgot her name. I was very surprised by how long or Maribel. I was very surprised with how long she lasted. I like I said last episode. I watch a lot of YouTube clips of Hell's Kitchen, and I didn't see her in those. So it's very interesting to see that she lasted as long as she did, but I kind of felt bad for her because she was getting homesick, and I was just like, you know, shit happens. But, yeah, back to Sarah. She is like the saltiest person ever. Anytime she won a competition, she would rub it in and whatnot. I remember there was one time they did a photo shoot, and I think Garrett it was Garrett or someone from the blue team had to deliver champagne. And then Sarah, being the bitch that she is, which I got a little story about Sarah if you guys didn't know. Sarah was like, "Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here!" Like joking, but you don't say that even as you're joking. You're already living the life by jokingly kick someone out who's already pissed off at the fact that they lost. Just adds more fire to. You're basically fueling a fire you're basically adding fuel to a forest fire that's trying to be contained. Just like replacing the water in those first aid medical helicopters with gasoline, and then they dump it on it. That's basically what you're doing. You're that big tub of gasoline onto the fire. And it's fucking ridiculous too. Now, I did want to mention one thing about Sarah, because there were a few people I was curious about, because I heard that Rachel had committed suicide. And so I wanted to know, like, where Keith was, where Virginia was, where Heather was. Come to find out, Sarah actually got arrested for abusing her boyfriend, who it was, the way they worded it, I don't know if she assaulted her boyfriend and a local weatherman, or her boyfriend who was a local weatherman. And she got arrested. So, and you look at someone like her, you're like, that can't happen. Yeah, it happened. I don't know when. Anyways, it was strange to say the least. Now the funny thing with Virginia was, and someone in the comment section of one of the videos mentioned it, was that Virginia was flirting with Gordon Ramsay and the construction workers during the Final Four challenge, where she got to go shopping because she ended up winning. She flirted with Gordon Ramsay and the construction workers to make sure she won, and she was married. Yeah, she was married. You're flirting with some guy, with either one guy or a group of guys, and you're fucking married. It's fine flirting with one person without your husband knowing, but on national TV and like 15 other guys, I think. I don't know how many construction workers were there. That's fucking stupid. And I'm pretty sure even one of the on the final episode, they had like a press thing, or like an interview on Hell's Kitchen, and one of the interviewers asked Virginia the question of, how do you, with all this stuff you did with the construction workers and Gordon Ramsay, how does your husband feel that you're on here, or something along those lines? No, it was a completely different turn. It was, if you win this, how, now that you guys are newly married, how is this going to affect your relationship? And she ended up saying, like, she married a chef or whatever, so maybe she said, like, she'll move in with, anyway. So Virginia actually owns, I think, 5 restaurants, which is actually pretty cool. And she appeared on a Food Network show, I think it was The Bite or something. No fucking clue. I will say, of the 2 finalists, I didn't really root for anyone because I knew who was gonna win, because I kind of I have a bad habit of like looking shit up and then spoiling it for myself, and that was this case where I was like, oh, Heather won. Awesome. But unlike season 1, I actually rooted for someone. I actually rooted for Michael, which he ended up winning. But there is a minor problem with some of the people, well, mostly Tom, because he's a Schwätzer, as he says. That's a hard word to say, and I don't want to end up saying the wrong thing in case it comes off as racist. Because that sounds like a German thing. So yeah, he's a Schwätzer, and or sweater, and one of like during the final episode where they get to run their own restaurant. It's like half of the Hell's Kitchen thing, which is actually pretty cool. Some of the stuff they did was absolutely amazing in season 1 and season 2. I still like Michael's. If you guys haven't seen it, I highly advise you guys do. It's absolutely amazing. But they brought in, so how it usually goes is they have half of the kitchen, and they run the show with their own team. So I think the people they brought in was Giacomo, Tom, Sarah, Rachel. Hold on. Giacomo, Tom, Rachel, Sarah, Keith. Fuck. Oh, and Garrett. That's right. I forgot. And Tom got yelled at by Virginia, and then like the side chat, Tom said, "I don't like being yelled at by a girl. Reminds me of my ex-girlfriend." I was like, I don't know if that's sexist or if that's kind of like a traumatic thing, but that's the fact that you said that's kind of funny because you're not supposed to say that. But I think I laughed at the fact that because I did like a sort of like where are they now thing. Come to find out, because Tom constantly brought up the fact that he was needing a job, and he still hasn't gotten one. And I was like, after that comment, not surprised there. So I'm trying to think. So yeah, Tom still doesn't have a job. I don't know what happened to Giacomo. Got married to a girl named Ashley, and they have a kid. So that's pretty cool. And then Garrett got arrested 3 times, and he did like these little like short clips. But then he got arrested twice in 1 year for not driving with a license. I don't know if maybe he was drunk driving and just forgot his license, or I don't know how that came to be. But it's strange. Like, how do you drive without your license? And how do you get caught driving without your license? What the fuck did you do? Because he had to have done something. Drunk driving. Now, the website might have said so, but I'm not sure. But like, what the fuck happened? Was he like drunk driving? Was he driving recklessly? And then he got pulled over and was like, license or registration? It's like, here's my registration. Do you have your license? No. I'm like, what the how? Coming from a guy who can't drive and probably will never drive, so I can't judge. So overall, definitely my least favorite, Hell's Kitchen, even though I'm not picking a favorite. This is supposed to be a review. Here I am talking about it. So yeah, I will say, all of the times that Virginia won, she was very flirtatious towards Gordon Ramsay, and that definitely showed. Because in one of the episodes, the final 4, where she went shopping, it was her and Gordon went shopping for whatever. I guess in her case it was a kitchen store, or it was to a kitchen store. I don't know if Keith won, they went to buy music records or whatever. Because Keith is a fucking gangster. Or K-Grease. Which is an amazing nickname, by the way. I love that nickname, K-Grease. Or whatever it was. But Virginia wore an apron that said "Kiss the Chef," kind of hinting towards Gordon Ramsay. But I don't think she realized was he married at the time? I'm not sure. I'm not that huge. I don't know every little thing about Gordon Ramsay. If I did, then I would definitely have this one in the bag, but I don't. So, and then I just hate the fact that that Virginia didn't notice that she became a problem straight away, because she definitely was, or maybe she had an idea but just didn't want to make it noticeable because trying to throw them off, because Virginia was asking so many questions to Heather. Heather didn't answer any of them. She was just she was like, so whenever you saute a Wellington, example, I'm not a chef. When do you usually keep it in there before you have to take it out? And then Heather was just like, the whole time didn't even answer. And even in like the side interview, freaking Heather was like, Syracuse or have I been saying it, Sarah? Virginia has been asking me all of these fucking questions, and I haven't been answering. I'm like, get the message. I'm not answering. It was funny because I didn't like Virginia, and then close to the end, I didn't like either of them, because I feel like, well, yes, something like cooking is Heather's passion. She just got too much. She was too bothered by it. Because Keith and Sarah lost the four, or the Final Four challenge, where they had to run their own. By the way, they had to run their own stand. It was like a taco truck. Although I don't know what's Heather's Fries. I don't know, but they had like their own little food truck. That's the word, because it's not tacos. I don't know why I say it like that. So Heather all four of the chefs got to run their own food truck. Heather's got the worst, and she started crying. I'm like, it's just a competition. I understand you're trying to win, but it's just a minor thing. You can still win, which she did. So all that crying was for fucking nothing. You don't have, just because you win doesn't mean you were safe. Which, speaking of safe, Virginia was safe during that Final Four elimination thing, or she was supposed to be safe, but then she was so bad, Gordon Ramsay was like, no, you're not safe anymore, and she still was in the final two. What the fuck? Take a fucking hint. Virginia needs to go. Virginia had to go. No, final two. And then, what's my complaints on Virginia for good reason? So, and then within the final two, whenever the other chefs came back, Virginia picked two of the weakest people, which was Tom and Giacomo. She knew it, but then she picked Keith because I think she probably knew that Heather wanted Keith. And even Keith said, I'd rather be on Heather's team than Virginia's. And so she said, I picked the weakest people of all. Right in front of their faces. Even Keith said, do you consider me the weakest person? And then Virginia said, no, but I think you might be able to handle the weakest people. Like, what? You are digging yourself a grave. Shut the fuck up. You're not helping yourself. So I will say, thankfully, Virginia did lose, because that shows her not to be such an arrogant little shit for treating other chefs that way, even though I've been shitting on her for the past 10 minutes. Not the past 10 minutes, but however long. So that's pretty much it. I can't wait for season 3. I'm gonna be starting it immediately after I'm done with this video. Now I am recording this on the same day as the Hell's Kitchen season 1. So this wasn't out yet. The video I uploaded today was my problem with the internet, so I am a bit off. Don't mind that Velcro thing. So yeah, I definitely will say that so far not my favorite season. I am ready for the one with Raj, because although to be honest, there's one girl on there. I was watching I think it's season 8 eliminations, or whatever. Ow, fuck my eye. God, fucking damn it, give me a moment. I was watching season 8 eliminations, and one of the girls on there, didn't want to leave. This was the same season as Raj, because I wanted to get to the part where Raj left, but I couldn't because one of the girls on there was picked, and whenever she was told to leave, she was like, please, please, please let me stay, which I hate that for people. It's like, you're picked, just fucking go. So there are a few ones I do want to, I am looking out for, because Watch Mojo made a video of like the worst chefs on Hell's Kitchen. It was like Raj, and then Lancey was on, or Lacey was on there. Lancey's a YouTuber, or Lacey or whatever. So I'm definitely waiting on that one, because there was a sexist. Well, there were a couple of sexist chefs. One of the guys, Frank, said that he lost because he was working with a woman, which is really weird to think about. Your own, because the reason you're up there is because of your own personal problems, not because some woman was like, I do this. No, you're up there and your own fault. It's your own fault. Yeah, you're blaming a woman for this. I will say what was interesting about season 2 was, I think Heather said we need 2 women up there, and then further on down the road, whenever Heather was on the blue team, or the men's team, which is now the blue team, I feel like it was like at this point with you on there, with you up on the blue team, that's not gonna happen. It's gonna. I had a feeling it was gonna be her and Keith, and then Keith made and then like I mentioned before, Keith made the joke of Gordon Ramsay having a hard on for Virginia, which he didn't have a hard on, but I feel like he was more biased towards Virginia because she's been up so many times and she's won so many. And it does kind of bring into suspicion the fact that during the shopping, whenever Virginia went shopping, she bought one of Gordon Ramsay's cookbook because, again, she's in love with him. He signed it, which I think would have been awesome if he signed all of the books. Like, I'm here, let me just sign all the books. I would do that. Come on, if I somehow made a book, I doubt, even no matter how many subscribers I have, I will not make a book. I don't read. So I would not make a book. But if I did, and I went to if I somehow went to the library, I would sign all the books there. Make all of them special, you know? Like, hey, you bought my book, the least I can do is sign it, you know? You bought it, let me sign it, let me do all this and that, whatever. But that seems weird, like how gracious, like how egotistical of me. You bought my book, now let me just fucking sign this to show that I'm important. No. But whatever, it's Gordon Ramsay. He can do whatever he wants. But there were some suspicions in one of the challenges where they had to identify one of the dishes. And Heather, being the competitive snob that she is, I still don't like her. Even though I feel happy for her that she won the competition, and cause I will say, even though I don't like her, she clearly deserved it because it was either her or Virginia, and I'd rather have her. But if it was her and Keith, fuck, I'm not even sure on that one, because Keith did have problems, but then it was just seemed weird to vote against a girl. Whatever. Anyways, so Heather being the competitive snob that she was, claimed that that the dish that Gordon Ramsay made that they had to identify and replicate was on the cookbooks, and she basically accused Virginia of cheating because since she had the cookbook, that she read it up and down, noticed every fucking thing, and it does seem a bit suspicious because Gordon Ramsay said that that Virginia had absolutely everything spot on, from the fish to the sauce to everything. And so with that, kind of raised questions of, did she cheat? If you ask me, I'm not sure. I would think so, because that's something I would do. Hey, I'm in the final three with 2 other talented chefs. I've been getting a lot of shit. I went on a shopping spree. I bought Gourmet's cookbook. Let me read that shit. See what there is to know. But in her defense, she did win the taste identification challenge. It's where you, like, if you guys don't know Hell's Kitchen, it's where, like, you're blindfolded and you have headphones on and he feeds you a piece of something, where there's like chicken or spinach or cheese. That was the word I was looking for, cheese. And you have to identify it. The team that has the most identifications correct wins. And Virginia not only won it for the red team, but she got almost all of them right. She was served 5. She got 4 of them right. So that kind of does bring into question of whether she did actually cheat on that one, or she just, her palate really is good. Hold on. Cold front my ass. It was supposed to be a cold front here today, but I don't know of any. I don't know what the fuck that is. Is that my hand? Weird. Anyway, so yeah, personally, I'm not sure about that whole Virginia thing. Yeah, I can't wait for season 3. And let me just say one last thing. Virginia's signature dish, because if you remember from my first episode, I talked about how each of them have, like, their signature dish they bring in, kind of show them, kind of explains who they are. Virginia brought in lettuce and toasted nuts. She made that. She was the final tip. She made food for a turtle or a rabbit or whatever. And she fucking, what the hell? She was in the final 2. I expected her to go, like, while the teams were still segregated as red and blue. Nope. Final 2. But at least my man Keith didn't go out like Elsie in season 1, where they just stopped communicating to well, because Virginia was hated, so it was Keith and Heather going after Virginia, but at least they didn't treat her like shit in the kitchen, as opposed to Elsie, which was very bad. But yeah, one last thing before I close this video. Polly, like I mentioned before, the female Steven Tyler, or Steven Tyler with Michael Strahan's teeth. She had 6 kids, and she said Hell's Kitchen is gonna be nothing for her. That was short-lived. She was the first one to go. But Elsie also has 6 kids. What's up with all these people and 6 kids? Just because you have 6 kids doesn't mean you can make it to the final 2 or win a competition, even though Elsie was in the final 4 before her teammates fucked her over. Fucked her over. So that's all I have to say about this. If you guys enjoy these, let me know. I'll be happy to do some more of these. It is currently 5:50, so I doubt I'll be able to finish season 3 in one day, which means you guys get to see my season 1 review today or tomorrow. I'm most likely probably be wearing the same shirt because I'm fat and lazy. And I have to pay for wash my own clothes, which sucks. So yeah, with that, I will be, since today is Wednesday as I'm recording this, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to clean this off. Since today is Wednesday as I'm recording this, and it's gonna be, by the time my first review comes out, that would mean this video is gonna come out Friday, because I'm recording this on a Wednesday. I have a video planned tomorrow, or for you guys tomorrow, which is the season 1 of Hell's Kitchen. So if you guys are seeing this, then it's probably Friday. So this is going out 2 days in advance, or I'm making this 2 days in advance because I want to get a video set. So this video will probably be the last one I make for 2 weeks because of my schedule. But I will be back the Monday prior or the Monday after because I have family visiting on. I have my sister's coming over Friday, maybe Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. She's gonna come pick me up. I'm gonna stay at my mom's house for 2 weeks, so I won't be able to upload a video there. Maybe get like a COD mobile or two before I leave, just so that way I can give you guys something like once or maybe Wednesday, kind of like the middle ground, and then I'll have something ready by then. And then I'll be coming back on Monday with probably Hell's Kitchen Season 3 review, and maybe some new Fallout ideas. And maybe once I figure out a way to transfer my Fallout 4 video onto a hard drive and then upload it to YouTube, I'll probably do that then. But in the meantime, if you guys are watching this, then it's probably Friday, and I'm probably somewhere. But hopefully you guys enjoy these. If not, I'm sorry. I have nothing else planned. So I'll probably review Hell's Kitchen some more. Who knows? Maybe you may see me record a video with just a different background than this. Yeah, let me know if you guys. So, sorry, all over the place. Anyways, this is my video. I don't know if I would call these reviews because I'm just talking about them, but I'm still gonna call them reviews because I'm talking about them. And I give my opinions on not all of them because of the fact that I can't. Yeah, if you guys enjoy this video, make sure to let me know. If you don't, then tell me what else I should do besides delete my channel because I've thought about this so many times. But here I am. Now I'm here. It's Wednesday. It's 5:53. I've been trying to close this video for 3 minutes now. Awesome. Yeah, I don't really have anything else planned aside from just Hell's Kitchen reviews. Yeah, so that's about it. I could have videos up Saturday and Sunday because it is only Wednesday. I do have something planned Thursday and maybe Friday. I think my dad is working on Friday, which means they'll be coming in late. So maybe by then I could have Hell's Kitchen Season 3 review recorded by then or something. I wanna be able to get something out for you guys. To like the middle of the time within the middle of the first week that I'm with my mom. So I'll figure something out. I guarantee I'll probably finish Hell's Kitchen Season 3 on Thursday or tomorrow as I'm recording this, and then start Season 4 on that following day or that same day, and then I can record which means I can record Season 3 and Season 4 that same day and upload it then. I'm not sure. I want to give you guys something even though you guys probably aren't watching this, and I'm just talking to fucking no one. But so yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all of that. Let me know what you thought, and let me know what you thought. If you guys have seen the season, let me know what you think, or give your opinions. Who do you think was the strongest chef? Who you think was the weakest? Personally, I do think Heather was the strongest, and I mean, saying Polly was the weakest is kind of weird to say because she only made through one service, but whatever. I guess that's a statement, but of the final 5, I will say I do think maybe Sarah was the weakest, or maybe Virginia. Those two. I do think Heather was. I did have hopes for Heather though. I was rooting for her at some point, but yeah, that's all I have planned for this video today, guys. Even though I made another video today. In fact, the second I woke up, I made that video. I made Hell's Kitchen Season 1 review. So yeah. By the time you guys are watching this video, I'm probably on Season 5 or Season 6 of Hell's Kitchen. Yeah, it's weird to think about because 2 of the chefs this season have died. And last season one of the chefs had a an addiction to opioids, which he got clean eventually, so that's good news. So yeah, this has been my Hell's Kitchen Season 2 review. I actually enjoyed that outro. Oh my god, I had a nice conversation, just personal, talking about, I feel like a professional fucking YouTuber. I enjoy that. So yeah, let me know what you thought in the comment section down below. Like, subscribe, comment, all that. Share with friends because it'll really help out this channel. So yeah. Losomaniac out.